Hi, welcome back. Welcome to this forecourt film for our absolutely beautiful 2016 Volvo V90. This is the D4 edition, which is the diesel, has the automatic gearbox and is presented in absolutely beautiful condition. Lovely metallic grey paintwork all the way around. This is the sort of the newest style of Volvo. This whole sort of design language has changed over the last couple of years, and this one looks absolutely magnificent. You've got the new style lights up here at the front. All the way around, like absolutely beautiful use. You know, not too much chrome. A couple of the sort of smaller accents and things down the side, combined with kind of piano black finishes and everything like that as well. Lovely big chrome grille on the front, and generally a very handsome looking car. A really big car actually. It's certainly a lot longer than I originally thought they were. And to me, a very viable alternative to something like a BMW 5 Series or an Audi A6 or anything like that. Important parts on Volvos, obviously, is the boot. This one's electric on here. And we come through, huge amount of boot space in here. We've got a sort of parcel and dog guard at the back here, through load facility, and a massive boot. And you can fold down the rear seats and everything, obviously, like that as well. But all very nice. Electric closing on the boot. Twin exhausts, all polished up, lovely, nice chrome pipes on the back. And then alloy wheels all the way around as well. Yeah, a very nice looking car. The insides, things have really changed on the Volvos. You look in the back here, it really has become an extremely premium product. Really nice grade of leather all the way through. Storage package on the back there with the luggage nets and everything like that. And same on the front. A lot more minimalist. Small nods to the country of origin just there on the seats. But again, a very premium feel to it all the way through. Just jump in and you've immediately got things like this being brought up to date a lot more with things like digital displays up here. For the main one, we'll turn that on just by twisting this. It's a fully keyless system. So you've got lovely screen all the way up on there.
The route is being calculated.
It's taken me a little while to work up my way through here, but you also get this huge iPad style screen on here as well, with the sort of main home button and everything like that down here. It's very few buttons actually, and in fact there's one thing that I was going to probably say I'm not dead keen on, is the fact that all of the climate control settings and everything like that do need to be done through the screen. You obviously do end up with fingerprints and things like that on the screen quite easily. Personally, and maybe just being a bit old-fashioned, and I'll just get used to it, much prefer having sort of manual controls and things like that for all of your climate. But there actually are so many different options in here that I suppose you need the additional bits and pieces, and they have sort of aimed for the minimalist view. The nice thing is the buttons that you need very fast access to if you're driving along and the car starts steaming up, actually, things like the front and rear heated elements for the screens. At least they are still basically touch buttons, but personally I would have preferred it if they also had the sort of control dial for the climate control and things like that as well. But when we come into here, it is very nice and easy to use. It's all very obvious. You've also got additional things like a heated front screen on here. You can see the lines up there on the screen. So this car has a full winter package with the heated seats, the heated steering wheel, and the electric front screen and everything like that as well. So that's all very nice indeed. I've only used this a couple of times, so I might stumble at a few points, but the overall kind of design is very clever actually. Obviously you've got all the bits and pieces that you need to be able to have fast access to. So up onto here, this will pull straight up onto the satellite navigation screen. And again, very simple. Anybody that uses any form of tablet or smartphone will be able to work their way around it pretty quickly. Set destination and everything like that. You're not scrolling through hundreds of different menus just to find the basic information. If we come back out to the main screen, this is quite a busy sort of menu setup, but again I suppose it's whatever you get used to. But obviously you've got instant access for all of your media settings, things like digital radio, Bluetooth media streaming, all of your radio favorites and everything like that. But if we click onto here, it's a really nice interface. You can see obviously we've got all of the channel logos and everything like that as well. So it's very nice and easy and pretty simple to use. Anybody that's a big fan of sort of having lots of different switches and control knobs and everything like that might not be quite so keen. So back out to the main screen, you've got all sorts of different sort of setups, and you know, things like the if you have a dog in the car and you want to lock it, you can click onto this one beforehand. But again, you know, you do have to sort of cycle through a few different menus and things like that. Being a Volvo, obviously there are a number of different safety features, and I'll sort of touch on those in a second. But you'll also spot that you've got things like certain apps and things that can be connected via Bluetooth for your phone and then out towards the internet and everything like that. So you can access things like your Spotify account, tune in digital radio, and other bits and pieces as well. So there's loads and loads of cool features on here, and I've barely touched on any of them, so there's certainly a lot more on here. Now this car also has the Drive Pilot, which uses the adaptive cruise control. Everything's all controlled from this side of the steering wheel. Adaptive cruise control, so that it was like a laser guided one, so it follows the car in front of you and will brake if necessary. Also the city braking and everything like that as well. And the pilot part will actually steer the car for you as well. You do have to keep your hand on the steering wheel. It will know if you're showing off and you've taken your hands off the wheel. So it's a very, very clever system, but I have used it on a couple of the more recent Volvos. And it will actually steer on motorways and round corners and things like that as well. So yeah, very, very impressive. And if we just come back up to the main screen, we'll see we've got things like speed warning recognition, and all the little side menus come out here for your trip computer and everything like that as well. Extremely economical, the D4, very, very impressive, and extremely cheap to road tax as well. £30 for the year, which is pretty good. Up here, really nice feature is the sort of frameless rear view mirror, and again it just continues with all the really nice design all the way through. Like I said, it really has become a very, very premium package in here. In fact, even this was quite nice. Have a box here which looks like it's just come straight out of a jeweller's, and in here you've got things like leather samples and bits and pieces, sort of stuff you normally get in quite a posh hotel. And this is the box for your spare key, which is all very, very nicely done, nicely presented and everything like that. And it's actually still nice to have the key all in there like that as well. But yeah, quite a nice little selection box there. Down to here, the car is a keyless start system. So you simply put your foot on the brake and twist this round to start the engine, and then to stop it you just flick it back the other way. And then we also have the driving modes on here as well, so you can come into here and we have the options of eco, comfort, or dynamic for high performance as well. You'll also see, just from a couple of moves on the screen, there's already a couple of fingerprints on there, so it's unavoidable, unfortunately. Lots of different handy little storage trays and things like that. You've got cup holders down here, decent size area underneath here with your USB and auxiliary sockets for storage, and just loads of little handy compartments, a decent size glove box, everything like that down here as well. But the whole fit and finish on the inside, I hope you agree, is really, really very, very nice. All the leather stitching and just a very, very high grade of materials, really. So yeah, that's all bits and pieces that we've got on this car. So I hope that's given you a good idea of the inside. I hope this brief walk around for the car has been useful for you. If you require any additional further information, then please don't hesitate to contact us through our website, which is jajarvis.co.uk. We're more than happy to help, and love to get you down for a test drive. Thanks very much again for watching, and we'll see you next time.